Counselor and seminar leader to author, Andy Thomas teaches the Lowcountry how to find the perfect job.
And now he's launching a free seminar, and it's going towards the unemployed. And
Absolutely.
he's going to tell us that it's the job I need needs me. And I think this is a great idea. Andy, great to see you.
Always
Welcome,
fun,
Andy.
absolutely. That's a power phrase that I was brought up with for many, many years. And gosh, in the broadcasting business, you're constantly looking for work or trying to improve your audience size and moving to a larger market. I've had to look for jobs probably 15 or 20 times in my career. That phrase works. The job that I need needs me. Absolutely say it frequently to yourself. It's almost a metaphysical phrase.
So why do you think that it needs us, if this job needs us?
Well, it has to work this way. You have to get something from the employer, and the employer has to get something from you. If you're not getting something from the employer, you're going to want to leave the job. If the employer isn't getting something from you, he's going to have you leave the job.
Right, exactly. Now you have some easy tips, and it's really, sometimes people forget these tips when you're going out. And it's talking to people like when you're at a party. Let's talk about that. When you're at a party, you don't even realize sometimes that's a job interview, right?
Absolutely. I always tell folks in the seminars that you can be interviewed anywhere. You could be in a grocery store line at Buy Low. And that's why you don't want to look down and out. You don't want to be acting down and out. You want to be disheveled. You want to be dressed well, because the guy in front of you might be the CEO of a company that you're actually interested in. And you might have a chance to talk with that person, and he goes, yeah, by the way, I'm looking for somebody just like you. You want to be able to whip out a personal business card. I tell people to have personal business cards.
And you can make
want to
those
look
online,
good.
right?
Oh,
They're
you can do them
easy.
online. They're inexpensive. You know, everybody gets so caught up in business cards when we're in business. Yeah, hi, I'm Ryan. I work for Channel 4. Here's my business card. Well, you should have a business card for yourself with your address on it, even more importantly, your email address and a phone number, in a way that an employer can actually get a hold of you.
So like a calling card of sorts.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
A personal calling card.
Now, Andy, you kind of call this like a sales pitch just for yourself.
The whole booklet and my whole seminar series is based around the fact that you are selling yourself as a product. People hate the idea of sales. How many people have you run into that go, you know, I don't want to sell.
Both of us.
I don't want to cold call. I don't want to do anything like this. But you are. In order to get the job that you need, you have to effectively sell yourself. I couldn't even start this company. We're talking to major national sponsors for the seminar series at the New York level right now. If I can't sell myself, my company's never going to get off the ground.
Exactly, and you know, we've talked about this. I've been laid off many times in Colorado when I lived there. You had been laid off before. So how did they get over that stumbling block as well?
Well, you still have the talent, and that's what I tell people to do. And let's talk about factory workers for just a minute, because I get asked this question all the time. Look at the automobile industry right now. It's rough. Some of these jobs are not coming back. I hate to say it, or you're going to have to move to go to where the next factory is going to be. So what else do you do? You know, I know a guy that was running a staffing agency. He now cuts lawns in Somerville and Charleston and does that full time. It was another talent that he had. He's in business for himself. He's controlling his own money flow. He's extremely busy. The staffing industry jobs aren't that big right now, obviously. So why not be working at doing something he had a passion for landscaping? Look outside the box.
And some other things. Hang out and network where business or the working crowd meets. Okay, so where's
Starbucks, Beaners, Big B, wherever you can go. Go to where the employers go to get coffee. Sit down and don't just hunker down in the corner with the computer doing your thing. You know, get out and actually shake hands and network and meet people, because the employer that you want for that job that you need needs me might be right inside that coffee shop.
Now, Andy, along that line too, I heard of somebody that had been laid off, and they had plenty of time since they weren't at work, so they volunteered at one of the local nonprofits and met up with a business contact that way.
That's
First of all, internships, volunteer. Go by and meet people within the company, research the company before you apply to them.
How many times did you say research?
That was on purpose, all right? Know the person's name. If you walk into a company in a cold calling process and you say, let me speak to the hiring manager, they immediately say, here's the application, you're in with the rest of the group. But if you already know that John George is the CEO of the company and he's from Buffalo, New York, and you can start to mention his name, you might get him to come out of the office.
I say sometimes just ask for John, you know, then pretend like you actually know each other. All right, well, Andy's going to be doing these right in Somerville off Old Trolley Road. You can call or go online, andythomasproductions.com, to find out more information in the booklet.
We're going to be traveling around the state doing these.
Yes, and it's at the printer. You're so busy, and see, it goes to show you, you made lemonade with lemons, my friend.
I try hard.
Good to see you.
Thanks, Andy. Good to see you.
All right, well,